Hey guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adeyemi Oluwoshagba and I'm super duper excited to have you on the other side watching my video. Now, if this is your first time of watching my video or coming across my channel, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and of course share with your friends. If there's anything you think I can improve on or anything you think you like about my video, please go straight to the comment section and let me know. You can follow me as well on Instagram at this_is_TFG_. That film guy, basically, that's what TFG is for. So please follow me on Instagram at this_is_TFG_ for more updates on what I do as a filmmaker, as a content creator, as a media consultant, or whatever it is, that I do in the media space. Now, before I go further, I just want to make a recommendation to you guys just for live updates on films that are coming out in Nollywood in the nearest future. If you want to get live updates on events that are coming out in Nollywood in the nearest future, there is an Instagram account that I want to recommend to you guys. It's called Nollywood. This is not a paid advert. This is not a paid mention. It is just something that I discovered and I thought I should recommend it to you guys who are Nollywood film lovers and you'd like to get updates on films that are coming out in Nollywood very, very soon. Please go straight to Nollywood and follow them on Instagram, and trust me, you're not going to regret it because you're going to get daily updates on films that are coming out in the next month, in the next 2 months, in the nearest future in Nollywood. And of course, that's where I get some of my updates from, so that's why I'm making the recommendation. Please follow Nollywood on Instagram. Now, today I have decided to review a film that I came across, of course, on Nollywood. I think I saw the post on Nollywood about this film, which is directed by a very, very respected film director in Nollywood. For those of you who have seen A Sunday Affair in recent times, the Netflix original produced by Ebony Life Films, A Sunday Affair, that has Dakore, that has Nse Ikpe Etim, that film is an amazing film, which was directed by the same person who directed this film that I'm talking about today. And I'm just gonna, make reference to this person before we talk about the film. I'm talking about no other person but Walter Banga Taylor. Walter Banga Taylor is a Nollywood film director who's been around for a bit, He's been around for a bit, and it's funny how some of the films that I would call him the experimental filmmaker, the most recognized experimental filmmaker in Nollywood, because his films are always different. He doesn't make your conventional Nollywood rom-coms, comedies, romantic drama, or family films. No, he doesn't make, not like he can't make that kind of film, but I feel like he's not that guy who makes your regular Nollywood film. He's that guy who likes to, break the boundaries, who likes to go to, take things to the edge, who likes to break the limits, who likes to do extraordinary things, unusual things, quote and unquote, with his films. And that is something that I respect about him. He's not afraid or scared, to take risks. Walter Banga Taylor is not afraid or scared to take risks, and I think that is something so many Nollywood filmmakers are beginning to do now, but he's been doing it for a bit. For those of you who remember Bomo Bomo Express, Catch R, these are films that are almost like action flicks, crime flicks, and he made them successfully. Of course, these films didn't get your household recognitions that your other Nollywood films would get, but at the time that it came out, people spoke about it, and that is something that I respect Walter Banga Taylor for. And it's funny how this film that I'm also going to talk about toes that line. It's literally in that direction, and it's such an amazing thing about Walter Banga Taylor. Big shout out to Walter Banga Taylor, by the way. If you want to check out some of his films, please go check them out. You're going to enjoy them. Now, today, the film that I want to review, which was directed by Walter Banga Taylor, is titled Jolly Roger. Jolly Roger is a film about a couple, two people who had an encounter with some police officers on their way home. And before they had this encounter with these police officers, they were already arguing. They were already having issues in their relationship. The wife is pregnant. The husband is trying to figure out the issues that they had. They were just almost arguing when this police officers stopped them. This drunk, rough police officers stopped them on the road and started questioning them and started calling the husband a Yahoo boy, and things just went from bad to worse to worse to worse. And that is what the story is about. And there are so many twists and turns. And it's funny how this is literally predominantly a five casted film. Every other person you would see in the film, apart from these five people, just like, you probably wouldn't even see anyone that much. But there's five individuals that I'm going to mention who are, of course, Etim Effiong, Tony Tones, Deyemi Okonlawon, Toyin Oshinaike, Frank Donga, and Tina Mba. These are five amazing, well-respected actors who I feel like on any given day, they are going to give you a fantastic performance, if you get what I mean. So you don't expect anything less from these actors, you know, and they're quite known. I mean, Deyemi, everyone knows Deyemi, everybody knows Etim Effiong, everybody knows Frank Donga, everybody knows Auntie Tina Mba, you know. So well-casted film. From a technical perspective, you can tell that the director of this film is a very technical person with his camera angles, and you know, that is something that I really respect about Walter Banga Taylor, because everything is literally on the edge with him. With his films, everything is literally on the edge. The camera angles, the sound, the lighting, the production design, the costumes, it's always on the edge. He likes to push the boundaries, you know, and that is something that I loved about, you know, this film. Of course, are there things that I do not like about the film? Most definitely. But now let's talk about the characters in the film. There is Etim Effiong, who played Tony Tone's husband in the film, and it's funny how their performances as individuals, what they brought to the to the table as individuals, you can tell that these are good actors. So they probably didn't need to get much direction, you know, from the director for them to bring their best to the table. But I also like the consistency of their performances, except for one person who I'm not going to say is not consistent, but they made him look too funny. Intentionally, I want to believe, but I thought it wasn't necessary, and that is Frank Donga. Frank Donga's performance, he's a good actor any given day. He's a very talented actor. Talented in so many ways. If you know Frank Donga outside being an actor, you know that he's such a talented man. But aside that, the role that he played in this film, not a bad role, well casted for a police officer in this kind of film, for this kind of story. Frank Donga wasn't a bad, you know, actor. Wasn't badly casted for this film. It was a good cast for this film. But the issue is that certain things that they made him do, or they allowed him do in the film, trying to be funny, trying to be the funny element in this story, I thought, for me, I wasn't comfortable with it, because it's such a good, serious story that all that kind of funny elements that he was trying to pull, or those funny stunts he was trying to pull, didn't sit well with me, because I was engaged and engulfed in this story, and it was almost like a distraction, to be honest, from the main story and what was going on. And that is something that I wasn't too particularly happy about. And what else didn't I like? Of course, there were certain things that played out between Tony Tone's character and DMA's character in one of the hospital scenes. The way they try to tell that story in between that, I don't want to give, I'm not saying these things wholly because I don't want to give too much away. So you're going to have to find out if you watch the film, when you watch the film, because I really want you to watch the film, because it is such a good film. It is just a couple of things that I wasn't too sure about, you know, in terms of performances, in terms of even the storyline and the links and the trajectory of some of the actors in the film. I just wasn't too comfortable. But overall, I would score it a 6, maybe 0.5, because I also didn't like the way the film ended. To be honest, I didn't like the way the film ended, and which is something that Walter Banga Taylor likes to do in his films. The way his films always end, they really don't always impress me. But I like the fact that, you know, it's different. It's not your usual Nollywood film. It is crime, thriller, subtle drama, you know, and love, you know, and those are things that you're going to find in this film, and you're going to find them quite interesting. But aside that, every other thing, of course, the lighting and the color, the look of the film from a technical perspective now, the look of the film, all this bluish color grade, all this bluish feel that he had from the beginning to the end, and the camera angles, the slanted camera angles, because of course, this is one thing Walter Banga likes to do in his films. It's like an identity. It's like an identity he has in every of his films, just like a Quentin Tarantino film where he likes to spill a lot of blood and he likes to take shots from the boot out from the trunk of a car out. These are things that Quentin Tarantino likes to do, and most people, when you watch his film, there are things you expect. It's almost like the same thing with Walter Bangatelo. It's an identity thing. His camera angle, his color grading, and it's funny how with all this identity thing he had, he didn't play out when I saw his Sunday Affair. I don't know why he didn't do all that. Maybe because he didn't have much control like he had, because you can tell when you watch this, you can tell that he had full control. He also produced this film as well. So it's his film. It's not even a Netflix original. They literally just produced the film, released it, and put it out on Netflix, you know. But like I said, a good story. Why is it a good story? Because it is different. The genre is different. It is not something you see on a regular basis. I like the props. I like the setting in the living room where you know that you intentionally want to commit a crime, and because you intentionally want to commit a crime in this place, you had to lay down the nylons and, you know, the plastics and the nylons against the wall just not to allow blood spill all over the place, which is something they did so well in this film. You can tell that the crime was being intentional. You know, they were intentionally committing this crime because they want to execute these people. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching my video. For those of you who have subscribed to my channel already, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you have never subscribed to my channel, please, this is your chance to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share with your friends, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you so much, and see you next time.